Welcome to Volunteer Disc Golf. Today we have 5 different Lunas and 5 different plastics.
Yeah, we're going to throw these on some different lines and see how they fly for you. We have last year's Sparkle Z Tour Series, we have a Crystal Luna, and we have a Rubber Blend Luna.
And I have a Big Z Luna and an ESP Swirl from this year's Tour Series.
So let's see how these things fly.
Let's go.
All right, so there you have it. That's us throwing these 5 different plastics. We'll go down the line and talk a little bit about each of them.
Yeah, so I actually bagged these two. This one's recently in my bag, but I really like throwing it straight. Those anti lines actually it held it pretty well. It definitely turned more, it didn't come back as much. And the hyzer lines, it flipped up. It definitely got some distance, and then it ended up fading at the end. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, I like that one. A little bit more stability than the one I bagged, which is beaten in, so I like that one.
Yeah. This one I also bagged. It's really flippy. I throw it all the time. I hit a bunch of trees. It definitely held straight pretty good, but I think on the hyzers and anhyzers, it definitely on the hyzers it flipped up once more, and then on the anhyzers it definitely didn't come back. It just kind of held it.
Yeah, that one was really hard for me to throw because I don't ever throw the base plastic
Yeah.
Lunas, and I was having a tough time putting too much power and just burning them and turning them over too much. So I was really having to baby it. It was pretty frustrating for me actually. So that's definitely one I wouldn't throw off the tee. Maybe in a little low power wood shot, but not one that really one I would be throwing.
Yeah.
The next one is one I actually bag,
Hmm.
but I don't throw it on these normal lines when I bag it. I always hyzer flip this. So I released it
Yeah.
flat for the shot, so you can see how it flies, but I'm always going to have at least a little hyzer, manipulate that angle, to get to fly wherever I want. So that was different throwing them on these. So I didn't enjoy it as much on these lines, but I do bag this one. I do like this last year's Tour Series, the Sparkle Z.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a lot glidier than some of the other ones.
Yeah,
Um, it definitely held the line. It flipped up a little bit on the hyzer shots, but it definitely held the straight line and held the ending kind of panned out at the end.
yeah, definitely wants to pick up and glide. Got a lot of turn to it. Next, the Big Z, which you do bag a Big Z,
Yeah,
but you
my
don't have
Big
this
Z
one.
is a lot flippier than that one is.
Yeah, this one's brand new, so I just got this one brand new, and this was probably my favorite to throw today on these lines. Either this or the Crystal because it had more stability to it right out. It would get a little bit of turn, but it was wanting to stay straighter longer. It didn't really want to finish, hard or anything, but it just wanted to sort of stay straight. So I really
Yeah.
like throwing this one today. But if it got a little, beat in, it probably would fly pretty different.
Yeah, I think it definitely turned at the end of the straight lines. It kind of held it straight for a while and then kind of went
Yeah,
to the
like
right.
a little bit of a late turn,
Yeah.
which is nice, especially if you release flat. And then the final one is another one that I just got, which is the crystal one.
Yeah, I think that one was. I think it was similar in glide to the last year's tour series, maybe a little glidier,
Yeah, it had good glide, and like I noticed when you threw them on big antes, it just sort of swooped and held that the whole time.
panned out
So
at the end.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really like this one. And when we threw them flat, I was getting good distance with this one, really easy. So this is definitely one that I'm probably not going to bag just because collectors right now, but I do like the crystal lunas. I know that Paul is throwing crystal lunas right now in his bag, so he seems to like them too.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any video ideas. See you next time.
See you next time.